Okay, good morning. Today we continue our project. Okay, now we want to change the color at the wall. Okay, to change the color, we can click this wall, and then here have a pen. And you can type gray. So have a gray color. Gray color. And click at the wall. You can rotate and pin. Okay. Oh, and then we must finish this array. So at the rear elevation, west, south, at north elevation. North elevation, we click the wall. We click wall and review. We put vertical and put here escape, and then select the review, and then click button array, click number 7 and put to last. Click here and click at the last here. And maybe we change the number, we put number 8 and escape. So 3D view, we look same size. And we go to make review at this wall also. We go to section AA, and then click wall, click review, put the vertical, escape, and drag the size and move to the left. And click button array, put numbers 8 and array to the last of the wall. And finish. Okay, you can start now. Okay, we continue. After we paint the wall gray color at the staircase. Okay, now we go to project browser dialog. We have here ground floor level presentation drawing. Correct? And then ground floor level working drawing. Now at ground floor working drawing, for the working drawing we must have a grid line, bubble, and the spec. So first step we go to grid line. Here at architecture tab, go to datum, and have a grid line. So I click grid, and we start from the column and drag here. Alright, escape, press escape, and double click, we put A. Okay, and then we go to grid again. We click at the wall, and the bubble automatic follow the sequence. So grid line at the foyer. So at wall foyer, at the wall living room, and wall at the dining, wall at the bedroom, wall the kitchen, wall at the bath, and lastly wall at the store below the staircase. Okay, so the grid B and C have an intersection here, so we click the grid and we add elbow here. Grid D and E, we add elbow. We organize them. Grid J, we add elbow. Alright, so here is the grid A, B, C, D, and now we put a vertical grid. We start from below. The number 1 is below, from here. Drag here and double click. We put number 1 and number 2. At the foyer is number 3. Oh, wrong, I delete because I miss the family area. I go to grid, I click at family area first. So the family area must be number 2. Number 2. So continue at the car porch. Go to staircase. Go to the foyer. At the main door. Wall at the bedroom 5. Wall dining. And wall for living. And also we add elbow. Just click at grid line. Here I have a symbol at elbow. Here also elbow. Elbow. After elbow we can drag. Elbow. Okay, you can start now. Okay, we continue. After we make a bubble for the walk-in drawing, ground floor level. Now we want to put a spec. So we go to annotate button, and then go to text button, And the text button, we have no leader, 1 segment, 2 segment, and curve segment. So we go to 2 segment, and because we have a bubble at the left, so we put spec at the right. First we go to wall, we click wall 1 and 2, and we type here. So I copy from my drawing at AutoCAD. Where is my AutoCAD? Okay, I copy here my spec. 115 mm thickness pre-wall with 90 mm thick cement plaster on both side wall. So I paste here. So this is our spec for the brick wall. And now I make a spec for the aluminium frame casement window to manufacture detail. Aluminium case frame. I copy. And then I put a text 2 segment. So I go to window. And I paste here. Okay. So the elevation symbol we select, and we select multiple select and right click hide in view by element. We hide. Okay. So the spec number 3, we choose door. Panel UPVC door or panel door to manufacture detail. Panel door. So panel door normally at the main entrance. I go to text. I go to panel door. And right here. And paste. Panel door. And for the column, concrete column, I type here concrete column, RC column, reinforced concrete column to engineer detail. Oh, we ask engineer to make detail. Okay, concrete column. Here I put 1 segment leader only, just direct je, no 2 segment. And paste here RC column to engineer detail. So now we have a working drawing, and then we also have a presentation drawing. And maybe we can double click here and right click at the ground floor level. At ground floor level presentation drawing, right click, duplicate view with detailing. We right click, rename. We put ground floor level, image realistic material. Realistic material. I click OK, and then change to realistic. And at the room legend, I edit scheme. I put none. I click OK. So realistic color you can find at the wall, at the floor is a terrazzo, at the wall have a brick, and your apron is a cast in situ concrete. Okay, you can start now. Okay, we continue. After we put a spec, now we organize our dimension. We put all the dimension, we drag to the left. And we drag the bubble a little bit left. And the dimension We organize them, make a nice okay, and the dimension we put up, drag the bubble, okay, and then we go to elevation. We go to east elevation, east, north, we look north, south, west. We want to rename. We go to ground floor level. So the view with the gazebo here is the front elevation. So south elevation we change, we rename front elevation. Okay. So at the north we rename rear elevation. East rename right elevation. West rename right elevation. Click OK. Left elevation. Click OK. And then we click the level and drag the level, pull out from the drawing, organize them nicely, pull here. Okay, and here also we can add elbow. Add elbow here. So this is left elevation. Okay, we go to front elevation. Rear elevation. Rear elevation, we organize back. And put elbow. And lastly, right elevation. Put elbow. Okay, after that, this section we delete lah. Section we not use at this time. Section. And now elevation, we have 4 elevation. So this is elevation for presentation drawing. Now we want to make elevation for working drawing. So I right click front elevation, duplicate with detailing, and put and rename front elevation bracket WD. Okay. Left elevation I select and then right click, duplicate view with detailing, and I rename left elevation working drawing. Rear elevation I right click, duplicate view with detailing, and rename rear elevation WD. And lastly, right elevation, duplicate with detailing, right click, rename WD. So at the WD, we can change the color to hidden line. All the WD we change the color, hidden line. Hidden line, and all the drawing presentation we put realistic, and we put shadow here. Look, shadow. Left elevation we put shadow. Rear elevation we put shadow. Right elevation we put shadow. So okay, you can start now. Okay, we continue after we make a presentation for elevation and working drawing for elevation. Now we want to make to create a perspective, so we can find which one the most beautiful angle for our perspective. And then now we go to ground floor level, and then go to architecture, go to view tab, view, click 3D view, and click camera, and we shoot camera from here to the back of the bungalow. Okay. So we change to fine and realistic, and put the shadow. So this is image before you render, and then you can adjust your view. Use this navigation wheel. We can orbit, find the most beautiful angle. Okay, and then you can up and down for bird eye view, worm eye view, and you can click button loop. Alright, and click finish, and then go to project browser, 3D view. Here right click, rename. We type view from view, car post view, car post view. Click OK, and then we go back to ground floor, and we change the angle for camera. We click camera. I go from this angle, shoot over here, and then we put the size here, fine, realistic, And then here I want to make a bird eye view. I push up, I up, and I look down and click OK and put shadow. Where is shadow? Okay, here shadow. And the perspective number 3 I put from the back. Oh, back not nice. And put shadow. Okay, this is exterior perspective. Now we want to make interior perspective. I go to the inside and then I click camera. I put to from the dining to the living. Okay, but our view blocked by wall. So the problem, I click this wall. I click this wall and then I hide in view maybe. Hide in view. And I put orbit, I change, and then I put loop. I adjust the size camera. And then I go to property, I rename interior perspective, dining and living room. I click OK. So we have 3D view here. 3D view rename here bird eye view. Bird eye view. Click OK. And then 3D view 2 rename view from the north. I click OK. Okay, you can start now. Okay, after finish, create a view camera. Now we find the carport view. And then we want to start a render. I put button render here, double R. And then I put the high. And then scheme sun only. And then I click render. So we look if we put the high quality, it takes time about 1 minute maybe. Now it's 24 seconds. Because we put quality setting is high. Normally we practice, we go to draft first. We test before we proceed to final view. So now 1 minute 30 seconds. After finish, we click button export and we export to desktop and put .png, portable network graphic PNG. And here we save Carpost view. Banglo A or Banglo B? Huh? Banglo A. Banglo A. I click save. And then we also save to the project also. Save to project. I click OK. And I close. I go to desktop. I double check my Banglo perspective. Open with photo viewer. So this is our Banglo perspective view. Okay. We didn't put lighting, so if you put lighting, spotlight, background, so very nice. Here background white because we use .png, so easy to you put a real picture for the background at the bungalow. Okay, you can start now. Okay, we continue. After we make a perspective, now we want to make a animation. We want to create a walkthrough. Now first step, we go to the ground floor. And then we go to view button, 3D view, and here have walkthrough. Okay, so I click walkthrough. So I start from here. I click 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4 click, and then I finish walkthrough, and I click button edit walkthrough. So at the edit, I go to previous keyframe. 1, 2, 3. So the first keyframe, I select the camera angle. I look at the bungalow and I drag to the back. Alright, so I press next keyframe. I rotate camera. I look to car post, and I go next keyframe. I rotate the camera, go to gazebo. And last keyframe, I go to look the staircase. Now previous keyframe. Okay. And now I open walkthrough. I go to the view. I change to the fine and realistic. I adjust the frame picture size. So we can look here, and then I edit walkthrough. I go to next keyframe. Okay, I go to next keyframe. At here, I put the navigation wheel. I put up, so we fly. We fly and look down, and then for the next keyframe, we up and look down. So I reverse. Previous keyframe, double check. I go next keyframe. So here not good. I look down. So I next keyframe. Add previous. Okay, and then we can try to play before we render the animation. I click play. So here have a 300 keyframe. So this is our view before we render. Before we proceed, we check first the animation. So no render, no shadow, no people, no landscape. So very rough. No lighting, no gutter, no soffit, no drain. Okay, so if you want to proceed to render, so I put the shadow, and then I click button R, and I export, drop down, go to animation, Workroom, click OK, save to desktop, Banglo A, day file Workroom, .avi, click save, and then full frame compress. Okay, so okay, it start render. It render for 300 frame. Okay, each frame it must render. Okay, you can start down. Okay, we continue. After we make a walkthrough animation, so we after render we check, we open at the desktop. Where is desktop? So here, Banglo A day file walkthroughs.avi. So this is the walkthrough. It fly from the ground to up to the roof. Okay, now we want to plot a drawing to the A3 size, A1 size. At the project browser, we scroll down, have a sheet here, right click, new sheet, and then we load, and now we use a A1 metric, click OK. So here I have A1 metric, and then we can edit this title block. I edit family. So I delete the logo, and then I put here www.autodesk.revit.polymas.com. Okay. Alright, so we put logo here. Logo, we Google. We find Polymas logo. Image. Okay, here the logo. Right click, save image at the desktop. Type Polymas. Okay, go to the Revit. We go to insert image. Find the Polymas image. Open. Okay. So I load into project. I provide the existing version and its parameter value. So this is our title block, A1 size. owner, Encik what Encik Bakri. Project name Banglo cadangan, Banglo 2 tingkat. Di lot sekian-sekian. Unnamed. Project number, issue date, date today, what date today? 7. Draw by Encik Herman. Check by Big Boss. Your boss lah. Okay, so this is our new sheet. Go to sheet here, F1. So I right click, new sheet, I load again. And I right click, new sheet, load again. So sheet number 1, I right click, I rename, I put presentation, drawing. Click OK. So look here, automatic. Sheet number 2, I rename, I put working drawing. I click OK. And board number 3, I rename, I put perspective. I click OK. So I go to the presentation drawing, and I scroll to ground floor level, presentation drawing. I drag here. Okay. And then I drag the level 1, first floor, presentation drawing. And roof plan. Not enough size, huh? Maybe we can adjust the size here. We can adjust the size of the bubble. The logo, the title, we can adjust at the ground floor, first floor. We open view crop, so we can crop size. What size we want to put at the sheet. Okay, and then we off the color of the crop. I go to ground floor. I on the size. I crop until the dimension, until the bubble. Okay, I off color. And now I double check at the sheet. So, okay. Here is presentation drawing. So, for the working drawing, oh, wrong spell. Working drawing, I double click the sheet working drawing, drawing number 2. I drag ground floor level, working drawing, and I drag first floor level for the first floor level, and not enough space. I double click here, crop view, I crop the view, okay, and then off, go to ground floor, working drawing, I on crop, I drag the crop, close to drawing, and I off. So we look back at the sheet. Okay, we organize the title, click here, and then we can drag here, drawing, we drag the title here, and click the title here, bring title block down. So this is our working drawing. And lastly, perspective, I can go to 3D view. At first we go to rendering. I click compose view. So this is our render. And then go to 3D view, compose view. So here the render before render, yeah, and after render, bird eye view, interior perspective, view from the nose. So you can organize. So look here, perspective. So now we have 3 drawing. The scale automatic follow your drawing. Your drawing is scale 100. So this presentation drawing, this is working drawing, this is perspective. And lastly, we want to plot. We go to Revit item icon. I click print. Go to setup. I change. Maybe we want to try A3 size. I click OK. Select view. I go to this 3 sheet. I click OK. I click yes. And then combine multiple selected view. I click OK. So it plot to PDF. Okay, after plot, I click save. I save Banglo B day5.pdf. A3 size, I click save. So I save at desktop. So this is our file, PDF file. So you ready to plot at the shop and submit to me next week. Okay, you can start now.